right, guys, we got all the siding pulled off of it. Our help showed up and they've been working on that for us. They were very concerned about the windows, so we went ahead and bought 4 new windows for it. Got some fresh timber. Onto this side. They got that all cleaned up. Cut down that old junk tree. Got the windows all framed up nice. New door going in, new window. And they're gonna go ahead and seal up that hole too that the AC was in. And hopefully they got that all sealed up down there. All right, boys and girls, got a huge update for you, and I don't know if you're quite ready for this one, but as you can tell by right here, we've got all that siding ripped off. We had a lot of tin scrap cut up here, and the building has officially been fully enclosed and done. So here it is. And so they removed all the siding off of it. As you saw, the OSB board and everything behind it, particle board, it was all still good. So they reused that. However, they did say that the old window frames were too far rotten for them to go ahead and repair, which, you know, whatever. I guess that's just a choice of opinion. I mean, felt like a person probably could have just removed this board out of here, you know, replace that one board, but I'm not going to get into that with them. So we ended up putting brand new windows in it. We got all of our steel siding put on all the way around. And it looks a million times better. Some of these pieces of siding are slightly different colors. I bought this very heavily discounted from a gentleman a couple hours away from here who installs steel buildings for a living. And this was, he said this was wholesaler discount, probably because the colors are slightly mismatched. You can probably see it right over here. Like those two panels right there, slightly different colors, but overall it looks very nice. Over a couple of years, those are going to fade out and they're going to look pretty similar, but for the first year or two, they are going to be slightly noticeable. But there was that panel right there where the AC unit was. I went ahead and just had them cover that up because I didn't figure I actually wanted a hole in the tin for just an AC specifically, because then you have to buy that same exact size AC every single time. So they did have to frame in the window seals and get slightly shorter windows, but overall it is all fully sealed up. It is enclosed, and I'm super happy with how it looks. All right, I'll go ahead and show you inside here. You can see they framed it up to where it was at. And you can walk out over here to this window and look outside, and you got a nice pretty view of the park. Come up over to the door here, look out back. You'll be able to see where the shop is gonna be. And right there is my newest, possibly dumb investment. That's an old, I think it's a 70 or a 50 Plymouth Coupe, 2-door. A gentleman offered to sell me that because he was about to take it to the scrapyard, and I said, screw it, bring it over. So, yeah. Anyways, super happy with this, how this is all turned. It's been made huge progress on it, so. But it's just nice to be able to just see it completed and seen to it to the end of the siding, and just to see how much better it truly looks. you know, there was a lot of people that said I should just tear down this whole building and just get rid of it. And I'm glad I didn't, because it ended up making a very nice building, so. All right. Get back. All right. So, with that being said, now that all this is scraps and we got to get rid of everything, the plan is to take my trailer, load this all up, and dispose of it. So, if you don't want to watch that portion of the video, that's what all this next is going to be. I'm going to set up my tripod and put it on a time lapse and let you guys watch me. So, anyways, all right, we're going to get that done and then see what it looks like then. All right, so here's the final update for you. Got the truck all loaded up. Got a bunch of scrap in there. Only thing I got left out here is I got this one little pile of brush. Still got my baptismal. Still got to find something good to do with that, a good spot for it. I got this little pile of metal, and this is my electric hookup for the building. I'm going to try and reuse that because that is a lot of cable, and I guarantee that's a lot of money. Some old junk 15-inch tires. They got these for free. They hold air, but absolutely no tread. So, but they're 15-inch tires, so you take what you can get on them. They don't make very many of them. Got this all cleaned up over here. I think trailer's parked. Where I've been hauling off everything to burn is currently stacked up, and it's been windy today, so I didn't burn anything. But the next day that it's nice and calm and wet, I'll go ahead and get my fire going, burn everything else that I've hauled off, and then I will drive this over there and burn it as well. Let's see. Backyard's all cleaned up. The fence row, got it coming along pretty nice. Need to get my chainsaw out after this and work on cutting out this fence row some more. But overall, it's coming along. That tree, I don't know whose property it's on, if it's mine or the neighbor's. I tend to think it's the neighbor's, but then again, I also don't know, because logically, like, you got this lane in between these. I don't know where the property border is. I mean, I know they built the building out to there, so it's property line's at least out to here, and directly in line, you know, puts it, you know, 6 foot on the left of that. But also, if it's dead center, that could be the property line, you know, for both of these properties. So I'm not going to worry about it. It's far enough away from everything in mine that I don't need it gone. The Amish were the ones who showed up and actually put the tin up on the walls and everything for us. They did a good job. They went ahead and cut this tree, which I was going to cut. So I'm glad they went ahead and got rid of that, so that won't be affecting this concrete bin anymore. And now that all of the building is done, I'm willing to go ahead and cut this tree. I left this one because it made a shade tree whenever we were working in the middle of the summer. But we're past that point now where we're no longer working all the way out through here. So it's time for this tree to go. And yeah, one thing we have out front here is some scrap metal and a couple doors that I can haul off. They're currently holding the scrap metal from flying away, but it's metal, so I don't expect it to go too far. But yeah, overall, that is where I am ending off the video for today. I have worked and worked and worked, and I don't want to anymore. But yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and show you this thing. I haven't showed you this whole Plymouth. This thing's pretty neat. But I think this is an old 50. Got pretty solid body panels on it. Come around, you can see the hood's pretty dented up. Oh man. You know, it's had a life at some point. But overall, like the fenders, very straight. The door, very straight. You know, rear's pretty straight. Like, got a solid roof on it. All the glass is intact. You know, this back here, it's all dented up a little bit, but that could be straightened out. It's got some rust here, and you got some right here. But overall, pretty solid car exterior-wise. The issue you run into it is the interior. You open this door in here and well, there's not really much of a floor pan, but the frame itself, it is solid. So I ended up paying near scrap price for this thing. It's got the original engine and transmission in it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, but it was gonna go to a scrapyard and I wanted it. So yeah, I figured a worst case scenario, if I ever want to haul it off, I can and get my money back. But it's just pretty neat to see these old cars. They ain't making any more 50 Plymouth coupes, so thought it was worth having. But anywho, that is our updates on the building. That's what we got done for the day. And it's done exterior wise. I have nothing left to do to it, and I am so excited about that. But anyways, gotta do something with this, and hopefully here the next week or so I'll be bringing home another vehicle that I can make some money on. So anyways, hey, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Have a great day and be safe.